Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off by Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler Platter series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff then, folks. I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I get to be one of the cool kids finally. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That's definitely the case today. I didn't know that this item was a thing. I knew that this item was a thing on multiple levels, in fact, so I was keeping my eye out for it. But I was definitely not aiming for this. I did get off of work, I don't know, hour and a half ago now, something like that. And I went over there. I decided to stop out at a few places, get a little shopping in. And I decided to go over there and end my quest out at Walmart, specifically because I was hoping that they'd have some cool Transformer stuff. They didn't, because they don't restock their stuff. But I did find something pretty early on into my adventures, and it happened to be the thing that I was looking for, so swings and roundabouts. So what is it, folks? What am I reviewing for you? Why am I one of the cool kids now? I'm not. It's Boom! It's Sprite, but with tea. Yeah, alright. So, if you're unfamiliar with the Sprite with tea hullabaloo, I guess this was a big trend on TikTok or some shit. I don't know. I'm damn near 40, folks. I don't follow TikTok. When I first saw that TikTok was a thing, and I had no idea what it was, I just saw the commercials for it, and I was very confused and a little frightened. And then when I realized it was basically just Vine all over again, I was like, oh, cool, good, this is great. This will die soon. Boy, was I fucking wrong. No offense to TikTok or whatever, it's not my jam. But anyway, this was a whole thing on TikTok. People were mixing Sprite with tea, and Sprite finally decided, fuck it, we'll make it ourselves and sell it to you. So, let's get a thing for the thing here real quick. Looks like this, and we'll just go, ha 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 ha. There's supposedly a zero sugar version as well. I have been unable to find it. I literally searched all around the store, couldn't find it. Couldn't find that or my Transformer, which made me so sad. Kind of smells a little bit like an Arnold Palmer. Let's give it a go. Ooh. It's kind of like a carbonated Arnold Palmer, and I didn't know I needed that in my life until right now, but here we are, and here I am, changed forever. That's pretty damn good. Maybe I need to hit up the TikToks more. I don't, and I won't. But I will at least reap the benefits. Now, here's the thing. I've never made the Sprite with tea, myself, the OG way. So I can't say how this compares to that. I imagine in that instance, you have the benefit where you can kind of manipulate it more to your personal standards. For me, obviously going off the pre-mixed version, that's really nice. Like, I like Sprite a lot. I've reviewed lots of Sprite things. Tea, I'm a little bit more here or there on. I do like tea in certain instances. But like I said, you're taking lemon lime, you're adding it to a tea, and, that's a very similar flavor profile to what an Arnold Palmer is. If you're unfamiliar, Arnold Palmer is, I think he was a golfer or some shit. I don't know anything about the guy. But it's a drink that basically mixes lemonade and iced tea. And it works phenomenally well. It's like genuinely one of the best freaking drinks in the universe. This, while I wouldn't say that it's I mean, it's definitely not a one-for-one. Like, it doesn't taste exactly like it, but it has a similar flavor profile because you have that lemon lime aspect from the Sprite. But it's obviously, it's definitely a very sugary drink. Um, and, because it is the lemon lime, it's not going to be, again, exactly what an Arnold Palmer is. But I do really like it, and I actually really love the carbonated aspect of it. I think it gives it a nice little edge to it. It's nice, it's refreshing. If I'm trying to go over there and sort of, I will say the aftertaste takes a little getting used to. Because the aftertaste is definitely sort of like a kind of citrusy iced tea kind of vibe, which I don't expect from a Sprite, obviously. So, I have to kind of get used to that. And it's not abrasive, but it's there and it's noticeable. If I'm sort of doing like what percentage of things are there, I'm going to go 70-30 on tea to Sprite. Like, I think the tea flavor, and it is kind of like an iced tea flavor, I would say that is probably the most prominent flavor between the two. The Sprite is acting more as kind of a general flavor accent. It's giving some added sweetness and that little kind of citrusy hit. But I'm actually very down with this. I'm sure this is going to be a limited time thing because, again, it's just bucking a trend. Or not bucking a trend, but it's playing off a trend. That's a better way to put that. Or accurate more way to put it. But honestly, like, I could get down with this. If they decided they wanted to keep this on shelves, I really like that. I really like that. I will say, I think the do-it-yourself version, again, probably would be better just because you could go over there and tweak it a little bit more. Because I could definitely, there's aspects of this that I could tweak to more, my person, but I still really enjoy it. That's good. But, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with yes and yes. In fact, I got another one. I kind of figured that this would be good because, like, I have a lot of confidence in Sprite. They're definitely one of my favorite soda brands. So, I mean, I personally dig it. I think it's really cool. And again, the fact that it comes from a TikTok thing or whatever, roll with it. If we can go over there and get some cool products out of it, I'm all for it. I think for me personally, I like the flavors that are at play. It's similar to a drink that I'm very fond of anyway. I have no reason to not enjoy this. It's a good drink, and, again, it kind of, rides that Arnold Palmer aspect and then has its own little fun with it. I like it. Now, if I'm recommending it, I will say this. I don't think it's going to be for everybody. But, I do think that this is probably for more people than they might think. Because this is one of those things where, again, it's a familiar flavor profile to something that a lot of people are already, at least in America. I don't know how far the Arnold Palmer reaches outside. But, it's a familiar drink with familiar branding. I don't know that everybody's going to like it as much as I do, but I could see people being down for this. And I will say I think this is going to be a love it or hate it one, though. I could see people really not liking this, but I could see people really enjoying it as well, like I do. So I would say get it while it's available. It's a cool limited time item. But 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks over there have themselves a truly Arnold Palmer-tastic rest of your life, because that golfing son of a bitch went over there and made one hell of a drink. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, have you seen any wacky TikTok creations that you think would go over there and be fun to have on shelves? Let me know. I literally can't say because, again, don't follow TikTok. The closest I come to following TikTok is when, like, occasionally channels I follow on YouTube and stuff will, react to, like, TikTok trends or try to recreate it or some shit. That's as far as I go. So let me know if there's some interesting stuff out there that, like I said, you'd like to see on shelves that you think would work.